What happened to Kyrie Irving? Why isn't he as famous as he was before? Hey, we are Sports Pulse. We make sports-related content. In recent days, the NBA community has been abuzz with controversy surrounding Brooklyn Nets star Kyrie Irving. The once esteemed basketball player is now facing a self-inflicted demise that raises questions about his future in the league. Today, we delve into what happened to Kyrie Irving, how he got to where he is now, and examine the events that led to Kyrie's suspension and the subsequent fallout. The decision to suspend Kyrie Irving wasn't taken lightly. It was a reflection of the organization's commitment to accountability and responsible conduct. The press release acted as a spotlight, illuminating the gravity of the situation and emphasizing the necessity for transparency. In those pivotal moments, the Brooklyn Nets made it unequivocally clear that they would not tolerate associations with beliefs or actions inconsistent with their core values. This chapter in Kyrie's career stands as a stark reminder that the consequences of personal choices extend beyond the court. The firmness of the team's response hinted at the larger conversation about responsibility, accountability, and the delicate balance between an individual's personal beliefs and their public influence. As the NBA landscape absorbed this development, the suspension of Kyrie Irving became a focal point, raising questions about the responsibilities that come with the spotlight of stardom in professional sports. In the face of probing questions about the consequences of his actions, Kyrie Irving remained steadfast, responding with an unyielding defiance that seemed to defy the gravity of the situation. Instead of offering a straightforward answer, he chose a path of obfuscation, redirecting the narrative by posing enigmatic questions about his own ancestry.
That I'm from in North Dakota, South Dakota, Lakota. Oh, Lakota. Yeah, Lakota. The Wasichus, or we call them, some of the colonizers used to call us the Sioux Indians, S-I-O-U-X.
Yeah,
but you have many different tribes. Yeah.
This defiant posture did little to quell the growing concerns and disappointment swirling around him. The Brooklyn Nets, in response to Kyrie's evasive tactics, issued a statement that echoed their collective dismay at the turn of events. The organization made it abundantly clear that Kyrie's actions had crossed a threshold, rendering him currently unfit to bear the association with the team. The gravity of this pronouncement reverberated beyond the realm of sports, resonating with a broader audience grappling with the implications of public figures aligning themselves with controversial beliefs. In the aftermath of Kyrie's defiant response, the Nets' expression of dismay carried a weighty resonance. It wasn't merely a disapproval. It was a recognition that the values and standards upheld by the organization transcended individual prowess on the basketball court. By stating that Kyrie was currently unfit to be associated with the team, the Nets drew a decisive line in the sand, symbolizing their commitment to accountability, responsibility, and an unwavering stance against any affiliation with divisive ideologies. In a surprising turn of events, the Anti-Defamation League, ADL, initially willing to cooperate with Kyrie Irving, took the unprecedented step of rejecting his donation. The organization, known for its commitment to anti-discrimination, explicitly cited Kyrie's lack of accountability for his actions as the catalyst for its decision. This unexpected twist adds another layer to the ongoing story, as Kyrie finds herself at the intersection of sports and social responsibility. The ADL's rejection of Kyrie's donation highlights the broader implications of its actions, which extend beyond basketball. It's not just a monetary issue. It became a symbolic gesture, signaling that accountability for one's beliefs and actions carried weight, even in charitable efforts. This unexpected decision by the ADL resonated in public discussions, sparking conversations about the responsibility of public figures to adhere to values that promote inclusivity and abandon divisive ideologies. Meanwhile, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver, the league's authoritative voice, was speechless in calling Kyrie Irving's decision reckless. Silver expressed clear disappointment at the embattled player's failure to issue an outright apology. The commissioner's comments have resonated across the sporting landscape, serving as a stark reminder that decisions made by senior athletes will have an impact beyond the field and have significant impact on the tournament's reputation.
Adam, let's talk. Look, your league is at 96% vaccination rate among your players. But there's so much talk about one of the guys who hasn't done it, Kyrie Irving. And so now, and you have said, look, this is not an NBA against Kyrie or versus Kyrie thing. This is a New York City law or regulation in how it pertains to Kyrie. Yet it is an issue that impacts the product that's put on the floor. If you could sit down with Kyrie Irving, what would you tell him?
I'd tell him to get vaccinated, first and foremost, for himself and his family, next for his teammates and his community, and also for the league that I know he cares so much about. I understand, that it's not just Kyrie. There are people in this country who disagree with the notion of getting vaccinated, but at least from everything that I understand, science is firmly on the side of getting vaccinated. And this is, in essence, a miracle vaccine. Think where we were, Ernie, when we first stopped this season and we all spoke, and then when we went into the bubble and we started last season, and then this vaccine came along, and it's already saved tens of millions of lives. And I think at some point, for Kyrie to be an engaged member of society, putting aside this league, he needs to get vaccinated. And that's the law in New York. And the law in New York is if you want to play in an arena, if you want to visit an arena, you want to participate in an activity in an arena, you need to be vaccinated. And that's where he finds himself, and that's where we are as a league. And here I am in Milwaukee, where after we give out the rings tonight, the Bucks will be playing the Nets. And I wish you were here.
Face to face. This episode just how important it is for athletes to find the balance between what society expects of them and their own personal beliefs, all because of how high their platforms are. As Kyrie's suspension continues, the NBA community is left wondering about his future in the league. Will the Nets trade him? Would other teams be willing to take on the controversial figure? These are unanswered questions that only time will reveal. In the present day, Kyrie Irving's social media presence remains active, offering glimpses into his thoughts and actions. While the controversy continues to swirl around him, Irving's fans and critics alike eagerly await any signals of his future plans. Kyrie Irving's journey is a mix of basketball genius and controversy, from questions about the shape of the earth to vaccine hesitancy. As his suspension raises questions about his future, the NBA community wonders about the impact on teams like the Dallas Mavericks. Beyond his victories and defeats, Kyrie's story reflects the delicate balance between personal conviction and social responsibility, provoking broader reflection on the influential role of athletes. The uncertainty continues, keeping the NBA landscape waiting, with Kyrie's choices resonating far beyond the court, symbolizing the complex dance between individual autonomy and collective consciousness. But what do you think of Kyrie Irving now? Does he have a point? Let us know in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. This was SportsPulse signing off.